Who's ready for a tag video? You're back with the Bookish Gnome, and we're doing a tag video today, the quarter year crisis video. And like everybody said, this is more like a third of the year crisis video, which is fine. So we'll get right into the questions. Question number one, how many books have you read this year? And I had to look at it, but it is 13. I didn't start until very late February, pretty much start of March. So 13, I'd say it's not terrible. I'm trending at an average of, 4 books a month so far. But this month I feel like I'm probably gonna this month I might actually get 6 or more. I've already done 4, I've already finished 4, and I'm about to start a couple more. Hopefully I can get those done, and maybe even more. We'll see. Question number 2. Have you already found a book you think might be a 2022 favorite? If not, what was your favorite book you read that wasn't quite 5 stars? Actually, I don't even have to ask myself the second question, because I do have a book that could possibly be my favorite book of the year. You never know, by the end it might be different, but Kingfall, so far Kingfall is actually a 5 gnome read, no matter where I'm rating it, Goodreads, Storygraph, wherever. I truly loved that book. Epic high fantasy, dragon riders, intelligent swords, and just political machinations. Everything you could possibly want in an epic high fantasy, you pretty much get in the book. You even get your trope of somebody who doesn't have something and then they get power. Love that. So I'd have to say probably Dragonfall. It could possibly be, number 1. It'll definitely be top 5, unless craziness happens and I just read like another 5 books that are just amazing, which could happen, you never know. So there you go. Question number 3, what is your least favorite book you've read in 2022 so far? And I would have to say it's hard because I've liked all the books that I've read, so even though this is a book that I probably liked the least, I still liked it a lot. Also, it's strange because this book I rated higher than another book, but when I think back to it, I have to say that I like the other one better just overall. So I might have to go back and change those ratings. But I have to say it's Mort, or A War with No Name. And that was a book written by Robert Rapino, I believe. And it is the first one in a series of books about, a war between humans and giant ants and animals that have become intelligent and are standing on 2 legs. And I like all of that. It just felt like there were some things lacking in the book, like character development. The story itself kind of stuttered and stopped in places, but I mean, overall, I actually enjoyed it. It's just, I'd have to say it's my least favorite read of the year so far. I just hope that because I do eventually intend on reading more of that series. I'd hope that some of the things that I want to happen will happen eventually in the series. Question number 4, what is your most read genre so far? And it's definitely fantasy, obviously. Even if it's like a mixed book, Um, I've had 10 out of 13 of my books be fantasy. So obviously that's a high percentage, and I'm guessing that it will continue to be that way. I know that I will probably at the end of this month pick up the Picture of Dorian Gray, and I might actually read the little novella of Daniel Green's coming up at the end of this month, Breach of Peace. So, we'll see how that one is. Question number 5. What is a book you have read in 2022 that surprised you? I would have to say that it was The House in the Cerulean Sea. I just kind of picked it up because I thought the cover was really pretty. I didn't know what to expect. And even while I was reading it, I was like, this isn't my typical book that I would read. And yet it captured me. It was beautiful, and I loved every last minute of it. That one, I did a little tiny review of that one, and it definitely got 5 out of 5 gnomes. So you should definitely go and check that one out. It's just a very heartwarming story, found family. You have people kind of like fighting for justice because they're looked down upon for who they are, and I really like that kind of tale. At least I know that I like that kind of tale now. Now that I've read that book, and I truly did enjoy that book, and it was very surprising. Question number 6. What is a 2022 release that is already out and you have not read but want to? And I had to think about this one a lot. I think it would have been kind of like cheating if I had said John Gwynn's latest book, because I haven't read any of his stuff yet, and I would have to read the first few books in the series, or any of his series. And it's just that I've heard so many good things about his books that I definitely want to go and read those. So I decided I would pick a book that I've read other books by this author, and that's V.E. Schwab. I've read all of the Shades of Magic series. I've read all of those books, but I've heard of a book that came out called Gallant, and I pretty much would love to read anything written by this author. So, by V.E. Schwab. So I would really, I look forward to reading that one. I've heard mixed things about it, but I really enjoyed Shades of Magic series. So, and the way it was written, everything about it, I really just enjoyed. So I would love to try and read Gallant this year at some point. Question 7. What is one goal you're succeeding at in 2022 so far? So a goal, I gotta say, I didn't really make many goals or even really think about it, like a lot of people do when the new year comes around. But something that I've been working on without even making it really a goal, and I probably should have, because, COVID, it got us. It got us good. I became a little bit of a bigger boy, and I have started to work out like the last month and already starting to see some improvement. I've been really consistent with it almost every day during at least the weekdays. I've been able to go and work out. So I'd have to say that would be one thing that I've been doing. So I guess that's good. Question number 8. What is one goal you made that you want to focus on more? That would definitely have to be this channel. I wanted to be really consistent with it, and I kind of lost momentum for about almost 2.5 weeks. I'm kind of a inertia kind of based person. Once I lose that inertia, I'll just kind of lose it. Like, I just won't be able to get back on and get that momentum running again. It takes a lot for me to do that, just because of the way I am, I guess. So I kind of lost about 2.5 weeks here, and I felt bad about that. And now I'm getting back on that train, so I'm gonna hopefully keep it in motion from here on out. And that's what I want to keep working on, is just keeping these videos consistent, putting them out, at least twice a week, hopefully. Whether that be through tags or hauls or reviews. I know that I've got quite a few reviews in the chamber, so hopefully I can get those out. I don't know if they'll be out before or after this video. We'll see. But yeah, that would be the one thing I want to work on. And question number 9. Are there any new booktubers you have come across that you want to promote? And there definitely are. There's Rekindled Reader, who shouted me out and tagged me in this one. Definitely want to shout him out. He just has a very polished aesthetic to his videos, something that makes me a little envious, but obviously he's put a lot of work into that. And just an awesome channel so far. I mean, everything that he's put out I've really enjoyed. I'd have to say I always want to shout out Pax Panic. She started just a little bit before me, and she does mostly horror books, but just the absolute energy that she has, like the positive energy that she has about horror books, is fun and makes me want to actually go into that realm. Somebody who actually, I believe, shouted me out in her quarter year crisis video was Venus Escapes to Read. I've watched a bunch of her videos lately, and she's just awesome. She has really good energy. She reads a lot of the same books that I do, and then she also branches out into a whole bunch of other stuff, which is fantastic. I know that I've kind of branched out a little bit more than I thought I would, so I think that's awesome when other booktubers do the same. Also, Vidania Silverscribe. She reads a lot of younger stuff, I would have to say, more fantastical stuff, just fun reads, I would have to say, stuff that I would never think to pick up, but I think the stuff that she reads is awesome, and it possibly makes me want to read those too. And then Pride and Paperback. She's very new, but she's so smooth with her delivery. She's already putting those videos out pretty steadily, and I just like what she's doing so far. And then also who I'd like to shout out and also tag, hopefully, is Kelly Reads a Lot. I've watched a lot of her videos lately. She's just bubbly and bright, and she reads a lot of, I like her thoughts on the books that she reviews, so I thought she would have fun with this tag. That's pretty much it for the third of a year crisis tag. Hopefully you guys liked these answers, and I hope you guys have fun, keep reading, and have a magical day.